Anthropic just dropped Claude Opus 4.8, and if you write code, ship products, or build with AI in any way, you need to pay attention to this one. Because the numbers we're about to look at don't just beat the previous Claude. They beat almost everything else on the market right now. Let's break it down. So first, what actually is Opus 4.8? It launched on May 28, 2026, just 41 days after Opus 4.7. That's a fast turnaround, and normally a 0.1 upgrade is barely worth mentioning, but this one is different. Same price as before, $5 per million input tokens, 25 for output, but a real, measurable jump in the thing that matters most: real-world coding. Now let's talk benchmarks, because this is where it gets interesting. The headline number everyone's quoting is 88.6% on SWE-bench Verified. That's up from 87.6 on Opus 4.7. On its own, a 1-point gain sounds small, and honestly, on the easy benchmark, it kind of is. But here's the thing. SWE-bench Verified is almost saturated. Everyone's clustered at the top. The real test today is the hard stuff, and that's where Opus 4.8 actually flexes. On SWE-bench Pro, the hardest variant, the one built from messy, real, multi-file engineering problems, Opus 4.8 hit 69.2%. The previous model, Opus 4.7, was at 64.3, so that's nearly a 5-point jump on the benchmark that's closest to how you and I actually work. 5 points on the hard test is worth way more than 1 point on the easy one. That's the number to remember. Okay, so it beats the old Claude, but how does it stack up against the competition? Let's put it head-to-head. On SWE-bench Pro, the hardest one, Opus 4.8 lands at 69.2%, GPT-5.5, 58.6, Gemini 3.1 Pro, 54.2. So Claude is over 10 points ahead of both of them on the toughest coding benchmark we have. That's not a rounding error, that's a different tier. On SWE-bench Verified, the original dataset, Opus 4.8 is at 88.6, while Gemini 3.1 Pro sits down at 80.6. Again, a clear lead. And on the multilingual benchmark, Claude pulls 84.4, up from 80.5 on the last version. So if you're working in multiple programming languages, that gap matters even more. Now, I want to be fair here, because honest comparison is the whole point of this channel. Opus 4.8 does not win everything. There's one place GPT-5.5 actually comes out on top: Terminal Bench 2.1, which measures pure terminal and command line coding. There, GPT-5.5 leads with 78.2% versus Claude's 74.6%. So if your workflow is mostly raw terminal automation, GPT still has an edge in that specific lane. But across every single SWE-bench variant, Verified, Pro, and Multilingual, Opus 4.8 is the clear leader. It tops GPT 5.5 on most benchmarks, full stop. There's also a deeper score worth mentioning: GDP Val. Opus 4.8 scores 1890, which puts it 121 ELO points ahead of GPT 5.5. In plain English, on broad, economically useful tasks, not just coding puzzles, Claude is meaningfully out front. So benchmarks are great, but what actually changed under the hood? 3 things you'll feel day to day. Number 1, dynamic workflows in Claude code. This is the big one. Opus 4.8 can now spin up parallel subagents, meaning instead of working through your task one step at a time, it can break a job into pieces and run them at the same time. For big refactors or multi-file features, that's a real speed and quality boost. Number 2, mid-task system messages. On the API, you can now steer the model while it's already working, inject a new instruction halfway through without restarting the whole thing. If you build agents, you know exactly why that's useful. And number 3, an optional fast mode. You can run Opus 4.8 at 2.5 times the speed for double the per token rate. And here's the kicker: that fast mode is 3 times cheaper than fast mode was on previous Claude models. So you get a real choice now: full quality at normal speed, or a fast lane when you just need the answer now. Oh, and one more thing Anthropic highlighted: honesty. They reported measurable gains in their alignment assessment, meaning the model is less likely to make things up or fake its way through a problem. For anyone using this for real work, that reliability matters just as much as raw speed. So let's bring it home. Who is Opus 4.8 actually for? If you're a developer working on hard, real-world real-world multi-file problems, this is, right now, the strongest model you can use. The SWE-bench Pro lead makes that pretty clear. If you live in the terminal all day, GPT-5.5 is still worth a look for that one specific use case. And if you're building agents or automating workflows, the dynamic sub-agents and mid-task steering are genuine game changers. The bottom line? Anthropic called this a modest but tangible upgrade. And that's honest. It's not a revolution, but it's a real step forward in exactly the area that's hardest to fake, shipping working code on messy, real problems. And it does it at the same price as before. That's Claude Opus 4.8. If this helped you, drop a like, subscribe for more AI breakdowns like this, and let me know in the comments, are you switching to Opus 4.8 or sticking with what you've got? I'll see you in the next one.